Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm going to be using the Zoeva Cocoa Blend Palette to create a warm burgundy halo eye look. If you are wanting to learn how to recreate this look, just keep watching. So going in with a Morphe E23 brush using the shade Substitute for Love. And I'm just going to dip my brush in, tap off the excess and apply this straight to my crease. Now this brush is great because it is very fluffy and it tends to work more of the surface area quicker. So as you can see, I'm just blending away using this shade as a transition shade. Now going in with the Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush and using the shade Freshly Toasted. Now when I apply this, I'm going to apply it straight directly to the crease and also going in that outer V as you can see now. So just really emphasizing that outer V. And just blending away in the crease, just making sure that all the harsh lines are gone. A really important step when applying eyeshadow is to tap off the excess. Now going back in with that Morphe E23 brush just to blend out all the harsh lines. And now going in with the Zoeva 233 Petite Eye Blending Brush with the shade Freshly Toasted. Just dipping my brush in the shade, tapping off the excess, and I'm really going to emphasize that outer V now. So as you can see, I'm just like drawing a line and then I'm going to bring it in towards my crease. So dipping some more in and just going to really define that. I find this a really crucial step to define the eye shape. And back in with my big fluffy blending brush, just blending away all the harsh lines. This is a very important step. Looking good. And now going in with this star of the show, the Zoeva 234 Luxe Smoky Shader Brush with the shade Warm Notes. This is a lovely burgundy shimmer. Now, just be careful when you apply this. I've tapped off the excess and you just want to run it along the lid. If you can see, I'm doing it very carefully so I don't mix it up with my crease shade. I love the warmth of the burgundy color. I feel like it really brings out the brown in my eyes. Now going in with the 228 Luxe Crease Brush by Zoeva and dipping it in the shade Substitute for Love. This is a blending brush as well, not as fluffy as the Morphe, and I'm just going to go in the crease because sometimes when you do use a lid color, you need to blend them in still with your crease. So as you can see, I'm just applying that straight to the crease and again using that flat shader brush to apply the color Warm Notes over the lid. Using the 223 Luxe Soft Define Brush from Zoeva and using the shade Beans of White, I'm going to tap my brush in and slowly blend this in the outer V. Now this shade is a true black, so I've just used this to darken up the eye look a little bit. And just remember when you are using blacks, make sure you tap off the excess because it becomes quite a harsh color when you apply too much product. Back in with my fluffy blending brush just to make sure I blend out all those harsh lines. Now using any flat fluffy brush and using the Mario Badescu facial spray and going in with the shade Pure Ganache, I'm going to dip my brush into the shade and spray my brush with the Mario Badescu facial spray. This is to emphasize the pigment in the shade and it really brings out that shimmer. So I'm just going to apply this as the halo shade. So what you have to do is pop it in the middle of the eye to give it a pop of color. So I thought, why not go with a gold shade because it really complements that warm burgundy color. You just really want to apply a tiny little circle of it in the middle of your eye. You don't want it going all over the lid, so just keep it concise. Now using a pencil brush by Nude by Nature and using the shade Sweeter End, I'm just going to be popping this in the inner corner. This really adds that pop to the eyes. And again blending in the crease to make sure everything's blended out. Taking that pencil brush to smoke out the lower lash line, I'm going to be going in with that same brown shade, Substitute for Love. Just going to run this all along the lower lash line. Absolutely love applying a shade to the lower lash line. I think it really completes the look. Now going one shade darker with Freshly Toasted, just applying this to the lower lash line on the outer corner. And just going in again with sweeter end in the inner corner to the lower lash line, just to really bring out that colour and make the eye look pop. Now, no eye look is complete without highlighting the brow bone, so I'm going to be using the shade Bitter Start from the palette just to highlight the brow bone. Just using a nice big flat brush and just running this shade underneath my brows. As you can see, it completely adds definition to the eye look. And once again, blending it out with my blending brush. Just with a powder brush, brushing away all that excess fallout. Using the Kat Von D tattoo liner to line my eyes off camera. Now I am just curling my lashes, and I'm going to be using the Ciate Wonder Wand mascara. I've also popped some lashes on off camera. Now with the completed look. Just letting my hair down so you guys can see. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for some more tutorials. See you all soon.